Up next on Bench, Glen unveils a little-known secret and digs out the coho on a beautiful early fall day. That's right, it's coho time. And with a little help from the fish hawk, Glen's able to explore various pools. We'll discuss tackle tips, water identification, and show you exactly how to find them. But Glen's not the only one fishing here today. Stay tuned. This week on Stud Brothers Fishing Adventures, Glen introduces you to the Copper Killers, a very productive approach to those tight-lipped coho in fall. A float fishing style to most fishermen that's virtually unheard of. Let's join Glen now after an early morning shower, and we'll go in search of this elusive fall salmon.
Here's one. Boy, sometimes you really got to dig them out, because they hide really good. And you know, I've fished a lot of these pools before, and you know they're there, but you throw cast after cast. Sometimes you just have to dig them out. And in the process of doing the digging, a lot of times it costs you tackle, because smaller systems are pretty snaggy. And I guess they say you have to pay the river, so that's one of the prices you pay. This is a nice coho again. We've got very clear conditions this morning, and that's a really nice fish. And he doesn't even know he's in trouble yet. Oh yeah. The Gibbs Colorado blade is a very productive tool for this situation. And especially, like I say, my combination with the copper color and the red fluorescent 3/0 Gamma Katsu hook. Perfect combination. And this also simulates a lot of other presentations. Gibbs also makes the coho 45 spoon. The copper, again, with the red fluorescent stripe, is another winning combination. Okay, so this is a really good combo to put together when you're, oh look at that, when you're coho fishing. And I was going to let him go anyway, but that's okay. Quick release. All right, there's another one. Oh yes, he's running. We know a few weeks ago we were here and the fish were stacked into this corner. And as the run is progressing, they started to move down into the tail out. And they were predictable a few days ago, but today, boy, we really got to dig them out. And we've seen some really big fish early part of the run. We haven't seen anything really big today so far. But hey, a fish is a fish. This is great. This one's got some steam. All right. I changed up to the Gibbs black 1x6 float, and this makes it a little bit easier for a blind guy to see. This fish might even have a little bit of girth to him. He's holding pretty good. Yeah, he looks nice. Really nice. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, Okay, yeah, he's good. He says, no, 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 no. I don't want to be on your show. I'm leaving. So we're gonna try and get him in. That's one thing about salmon fishing. And when they get that little bit of current behind them, with all that girth and that tail, they can really put on a display. And the coho boy are pretty formidable. They put on a pretty good fight. This guy's doing a good job. We've just about got him in now, or close. At least this guy's not going for the old coho roll. We should be able to release him pretty nicely. It's going to get him into some shallower water. And that's one thing about, you know, releasing fish. You want to try and keep them in a little bit of water, just enough so it cushions the blow. You don't want them banging and pounding on the beach. Even though they're spawning and they're going to die in a few weeks, you want to be sure that once they're released, they can survive it, and that they can get up and have a chance to spawn, and then generations later can benefit from what they do. Okay. Boy, this guy is tough right to the end. He's not even a really big fish, but boy, he's got some steam. If I can just get him calmed down here. There he is. I'm going to have to get back to shore a little bit here. Well, he's actually a nice fish. A little bit of a disadvantage fishing with this system is that my float is so high, because I'm digging the bottom so deep to find these fish. I can't actually have the advantage of reeling down to the hook, so I have to prepare myself to go into the hook. Boy, he's not gonna let me either. Into the hook to let it out at the right time. He's a fresh fish too. He's been, oh, that's a nice fish. Well, that's a decent fish. That'll go 14 or 15 for sure. Come on, baby. Just gonna let you go. Okay. You hate to set the rod down because you never know what happens with coho. Nice fish. That's a northern too. He's pretty nice. They get much bigger. Okay, the Colorado blade literally fell out. He's ready to go. Okay, when reviving, you got to be sure you put him upstream. Oh yeah, he's ready anyway. And even after all that battle, he still had lots of steam. All right, I'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hey, don't go away. Coming up, Glen will show you the prime spot for targeting these fish. We'll give you a close-up on this copper killer and introduce you to a couple of the day's fishing acquaintances. Be right back.
So this is all it is, and this is the small Colorado blade. They do come in a few sizes. This one has the hammered finish. You can see it's got the little bumps on it. That's called the hammered finish. And the Gamma Cats do the red hook, and the red and the copper seem to be a real winning combination. So I put a pile of them together. Because I mean, I go through so many. I basically get blades from Gibbs in the bulk style, so that way I can put them together fast, and I can, instead of undoing the packaging, I can just fly right through them. And snags and coho rolls and the teeth, you lose a lot. So great system. So what I'm doing here now, I see there's a log over there. That's the deepest part of the run, and there's a bit of faster current, which is about halfway through the system. And I'm just kind of targeting right in the middle of the river where the channel would be. You'll see there's a sandy bottom, then it kind of breaks up into the dark where there's rocks. The coho will sit always in that dark spot, and that's a really good place to target when you're looking for fish. And that's kind of common when you're looking for salmon in all regards, in all types of the all-weather fishing. When you're looking for salmon, that's where they hide, on that little line there. So we'll see what happens now. This will get them. Right in the kill zone. There he is, right there, he's on. Whoa, I knew it. Ah, you didn't like that, did you? Woohoo, come on, baby. Oh yeah, see, there's a few in there. Right on. Unreal. Well, we seem to have found a few fish anyway. And they're in here. So you hit one or two, then a few of them get active, then they start getting mad, and then they start really hitting stuff, eh? last week I couldn't believe we get into some really big northerns. And today we're starting to show up a couple of fish that are a little bit more sizable. Oh yeah, nothing wrong with these fish. Woohoo, not bad. Not too shabby. Nice looking fish. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Look at this. This has got some shoulders on him. He's not too bad at all. Hope we can get a look at him. All right, bring him over here. Oh yeah, big old snout on that baby. Look at the size of that thing, eh? Not too bad. They get a lot bigger, but he's okay. Oh boy, I don't want to tempt that line to break because I'm running some pretty light line. I'm running the Berkeley Trilene extra strength 12-pound test. And in this situation, that's pretty well all you need. There it is, the old coho twist. That's a decent coho. And again, they fall victim to the doctor's blade. Right on. Okay, we'll get them back. Coho fishing probably, you know, after Chinook, it's pretty hard to beat Chinook because they're big and they're hard fighting and they're just a lot of fun. But once the Chinook are all done, it's a nice thing is to look forward to the coho season, and this is some of the best. Right on. Well, I'm here for this little segment with Rick Tracey from Lake Elf's Machine Shop in Terrace. Rick's my machinist, and he's one of the guys responsible for keeping the big jet boat in the water. So we're on a pleasure fish today, having a bit of fun there, Rick.
Wow.
Nice fish. Decent. Nothing wrong with that. Rick's got a bit of a different system here. He's got the center pin rod, reel I should say. And that's a whole new way of approaching the fish, and it's working. Right on. I'll just come down. He's kind of leaning into me here. There you go. Yeah, nice fish. Nothing wrong with that fish. Whoa, he's still got some. Oh, that's a good. Whoa, buddy. Nice fish. And he's got the traditional, I always say my wife's favorite lure, blue fox Vibrax with the blue bell. And blue is phenomenally a very good color for coho. Get him to settle down and get my hand on his tail. And I know, oh, there he goes. Right on. Right on, buddy. Nailed one. Good for you.
Welcome back to Scott Brothers Fishing Adventures. Having a jet boat is absolutely imperative for jumping around in British Columbia river systems. Negotiating shallower water and obstacles in the river heightens your awareness and keeps you in tune for what may appear around the corner.
You can see we've got a grizzly scavenging for food before winter right across from where we're fishing here. A very rare sight. This is grizzly time of the year. When we get into some of these remote rivers, this is where you have to really pay attention. There he's got a pink, and that's it, he's got his meal.
The irregular, slow flopping of the sea blade is what makes it so effective. In slower current, a slight retrieve will keep the blade just active enough to induce a strike. Together with the chosen color and the Gamakatsu red fluorescent hook, it really has proven itself as a copper killer.
Oh yeah. Well man, I really had to dig that one out. I'm in a kind of a rock pile here, and I lost a couple of setups just looking because I figured they had to be sitting in there. But again, like I said, you really have to dig. And now the sun is out, so the fish are really sticking to the shade. And this is a pretty good fish too. It looks like he's got some, oh yeah, oh, he's got some color to him. So I think he's been around for a week or so. Oh man, he's got some steam now. Look at that guy go. Woohoo! Wow. Great fight. You know, that's the big thing about fishing. That's probably the best thing about it, is the actual hookup and the fight you get out of the fish. Yeah, you don't get to land them all the time, but that's just part of the game. That's why they call it fishing and not catching. Okay, he's getting closer now. So this is working out really good today. The weather's just turning for the better. It was very cool coming in this morning, really foggy. It was actually quite tough to get in. And that's something else about jet boating, and that is you really have to be able to negotiate some of these rivers, because if you can't see, you can't get in. Okay, here he is, right on the top. Nice fish. He's got lots of power, man. Look at that guy. Yeah. All right, again on the Gibbs Colorado blade, the copper blade, which we've come to realize over the last couple of years is a very good producer. I know in the fishing world that I've been brought up in, you know, silver was always the best color because it was a flash, you know, it's very attractive. And you know, when it came to colors that were dark and like brass or copper, we kind of shied away from those, but we're starting to learn now that maybe a lot of our fishing success would have been realized if we'd have changed to the copper blade a long time ago for some of these situations, and coho fishing is a prime example. Okay, he's coming. I just want to keep the fish, there he is, just want to keep the fish in a little bit of water while I catch up to him. That's a nice fish though, but he ain't ready yet. All right, come on, buddy. Almost. There he is. Yeah. Oh boy, that's a nice, good size. Oh, there it is. The old Colorado blade still in there. A little bit of color to him, but he's a good size. How about a 14 or a 15? Nice fish. Take the blade out of there. There it is. Get him back. Okay. And there he goes. Okay, well, let's go give Rick a hand. Oh, that's a nice chromer. Don't lose him. Oh. Okay, come on in here. Get behind Bonnie. Oh, yeah. Decent fish there, Rick. Not so bad. You got to play him right out because we don't have a net. Okay, just work him downstream. He's just about ready. He's coming to his time here. So this could be your one. Yeah, looks good. He's getting close. We want to get him kind of turned on his side in the shallower water. That way he doesn't want to, in the deeper water, he's got too much of a chance. I'm just going to grab your line here nice and gently and help you bring him. Blue fox again, Vibrex. The blue color. No, I think you can do better than this, Rick. Oh, nice fish. Let him go. Not so bad. All right. And he's done. Hey? Yeah. Okay. Right on, buddy. Got her to the beach. Right on. For more information on fishing in Terrace, go to www.terracetourism.bc.ca. Fishermen, this is your playground. Let's respect it and keep it clean. I'll see you next week. There he goes, right on. And that's it, just a little Colorado blade from the Gamakatsu circle, the Gamakatsu octopus.
Let me zoom up.
Okay, ready?